Why wouldn't you arrest that man? That man said, kill the white farmers, kill the white farmers. And then he danced, and he's dancing, and it's kill the white farmers. I'm not sure, but I think if somebody got up in Parliament and started saying, kill a certain group of people, he would be arrested very quickly.
FIFA, EFF, FIFA. Tata, EFF, Tata. Down with AfriForum, down. Down with DA, down. Down with Helen Zille, down. Mandla. Thank you very much, Deputy President and all officials of the EFF. We want to thank all the leaders of the EFF who are here and from different provinces. Thank you, the ground forces of the EFF, for your support. We have been here for 7 years. We are almost at the end because today she passed her verdict finding us guilty, but she released accused number 2, which is highly appreciated, because we know that from the beginning they've been looking for me. They were not looking for accused number 2. They were just playing games, and today they came out openly. As a revolutionary, going to prison or death is a badge of honor. We cannot be scared of prison. We cannot be scared to die for the revolution. So whatever they want to do, they must know we will never retreat from the ideas and the 7 cardinal pillars of the EFF. At the center of those is to expropriate land without compensation. So comrades, you must not be deterred. We live here highly determined. We are going to fight this up until the Constitutional Court. We are coming on the 23rd of January for sentencing, and after sentencing we will immediately put an appeal so that we can go to the higher court, because we think a judgment is faulty. The strategy has always been, you must try to charge Malema with everything. One day, maybe we'll find a racist judge who will find him guilty, whether he's guilty or not. Because they said accused number 2 gave me the firearm. Now they are releasing him, which means he didn't give me the firearm. Why are you not releasing me when you release a person you allege gave me the firearm? By releasing accused number 2, the whole case should have collapsed. But the racist...
Alright, so you're welcome to the channel once again, and today we're going to discuss a very, very delicate issue. Julius Malema, the man who built his name on strong and fiery speeches, fearless speeches, now finds himself at the dock, or in the dock, guilty of discharging a firearm in public.
I stand up accused 1 and 2. Accused 1, in respect of counts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You are found guilty as charged.
But here is the real question. Is this justice served, or is it politics dressed in the robes of the court? When a revolutionary leader faces prison, is it the law protecting the people or the system protecting itself? Brothers and sisters, in South Africa now, the gavel has fallen, the elephant has fallen, the mighty Iroko tree has fallen. The leader of the EFF, that is the Economic Freedom Fighters, Julius Malema, has been found guilty. Well, I think the court is saying he's been found guilty, but let's see how it unfolds. The charge, unlawful possession and discharge of a firearm in public. But what does this mean for Malema, for the EFF, and for South Africa's democracy? Let us break it down step by step so that you understand. At this moment, if you are interested in what we are doing, for you to get more content like this and other people getting the same content as you are getting, make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow us on all other social media networks, all at Inside Focus. Now, how did this whole thing start? The story goes back in 2018 at the Economic Freedom Fighters 5th anniversary rally in the Eastern Cape, Mdafsani, where Julius Malema was seen firing firearm into the air, about 15 rounds, into the air. Now, fast forward in 2025, that thing he did way back has now been used as a charge against him.
One of the state's ballistic experts, his evidence focused on whether the firearm handed in as evidence had been tampered with, as insinuated by the state.
The witness testified that based on what he examined and
now the prosecutors charge him with contravening the firearm control law, unlawful possession and discharge of arm in public.
found it was clear that the breech block of rifle CN.
See, it didn't start today. For years, the case has moved slowly. But in October 2025, the East London Magistrate Court finally gave its verdict. And they say Malema is guilty.
Accused 1, in respect of counts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you are found guilty as charged. Accused 2, Mr. Snyman, in respect of counts 4 and 6, you are found not guilty and discharged.
Now, according to the law, and as Malema is guilty, he is sentenced. Now, what does the law say about this sentence? The law sets a maximum penalty of up to 15 years in prison for unlawful firearm discharge. However, there is no mandatory minimum. This means the judge can impose a fine, a suspended sentence, or an actual jail time. Sentencing is set for 23rd January of 2026. Now take a closer look at this. If Malema receives a sentence of more than 12 months, on the other hand, if he does not, but now let us talk about the fact that if he is sentenced more than 12 months without the option of a fine, the South African Constitution, Section 47, could disqualify him from Parliament. But on the flip side, if he is fined or given a suspended sentence, then he still keeps his position and he can come back and lead his EFF. What does this simply mean? It means that if he is jailed for over a year, Malema could lose his parliamentary seat. That would be a seismic shift in the South African politics. But if the sentence is lighter, say a fine or a suspended jail term, Malema remains free to lead the EFF and will likely use this case to fuel his political rhetoric. Think about it. Now, here are some questions we need to think about, or some things we need to ponder over. Number one, is this justice being served or a political agenda being played? Should leaders be held to a higher standard, especially when it comes to weapon or public safety? Or is Malema's trial a test of whether South Africa's court can remain independent in the face of political pressure? As Kwame Nkrumah would put it, Kwame Nkrumah said, "We face neither east nor west. We face forward. South Africa too must now face forward, deciding if this case is about the law and order or is about silencing a radical voice." Think about it for a second. Now, in the end, I will say that Julius Malema's future hangs on one date. That is the 23rd of January 2026.
You may be seated.
Take the ball, please.
Mr. Malema, the matter is postponed to the 23rd of January for the pre-sentence reports. Now, in this regard, I want to place on record, I am not sure as to whether the defense, being Advocate Dodos and yourself, will be leading evidence or calling witnesses in that regard, and then the state to address. So, depending on how much time is utilized in that process, I cannot say sentence will be pronounced on the same day. It depends on what you will be presenting before court on that day. Therefore, bail extended, warned 9 o'clock to proceed, 23 January 2026.
The decision that day won't just decide his fate, it could reshape South Africa's political landscape. So I ask you, when the court speaks, will it echo justice or politics? Make sure you leave your comment at the comment section and then join every step of this video. And I thank you so much for being part of us. And now, interestingly, standing at the court, Malema did not shake. And these were the words of Malema.
As a revolutionary, going to prison or death is a badge of honor. We cannot be scared of prison. We cannot be scared to die for the revolution. So whatever they want to do, they must know we will never retreat from the ideas and the 7 cardinal pillars of the EFF. At the center of those is to expropriate land without compensation.
Going to prison or death is not something bad. It is a badge of honor to the revolutionalist. And as revolutionalists, we don't have to be scared of going to prison or even dying for the revolution. And on the flip side, they should also know this, that whatever they do, they should know we will never retreat. If you are someone who follow these news and this information, you would remember that when President Ramaphosa of South Africa met Donald Trump, the president of the USA, there was a conversation about Julius Malema in their meeting in the Oval Office when a TV was set up and Donald Trump and the officers, other officials were watching Julius Malema speaking. And in the video, he said something, kill the boer, kill the farmer. And Donald Trump openly and convictingly said that Julius Malema should be arrested because the white people in South Africa are facing genocide. And from that moment was when I realized that it wouldn't be long for Julius Malema to get into trouble. So I ask you, when the court speaks, will it echo justice or politics? Make sure you leave your comment at the comment section and then join every step of this video. And I thank you so much for being part of us.